So we are working with the energy of the waning crescent moon. Thursday will be actually the new moon, so the moon is getting really smaller and smaller. And we're going to use this time to release. And as I said in my email, and thank you everybody for responding about the emails, I'm glad they're getting through, that we want to go a little deeper inside, and also we want to cut out some of the striving. So tonight we're going to ease into things a little more, okay? All right, so let's find mountain pose on the mat and breathe. Just settle your breath out, smooth out your space, the area around you, notice it settling. And then just ease into deeper breaths. So we're going to exhale and then just slowly inhale until you just can't inhale anymore. And then just exhale slowly until you can't exhale anymore. Now be careful as you inhale again, don't gulp the air, just inhale gently, slowly, until you can't inhale anymore. And same as you exhale. And do that one more time. And then when you're done, just bring your breath back to normal. All right, so let's go ahead and take those feet a little wider than hip width distance apart. Bend the knees and hips and start just moving those joints, right? We're moving at the knees, hips, arms here. So tonight we're going to be doing some 5 breath holds in some of our poses. And I'll talk more about that as we get into them. And shake things out. So we'll start out with a with our spinal series. And so you can keep your feet just how they are now. And we're going to think about capture and release as we go cats and cows. So take your right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to the right, round into cat. And then open up and release arms. Now left hand to the right shoulder, right hand to the left, capture, open, release. Right hand goes first, capture, open, release. Left hand first. And release. And right hand. Open and left. Open and one more time each side. Right. Open and left. And open and then just come to standing. Shake those legs out a little bit. We will have those legs hip width distance apart. Feet nice and grounded, right? So lift the toes, spread them out, bring those toes back down, keep those feet nice and grounded. Bring your palms up and touch them together. Inhale, and we're just gonna gently tick-tock left to right, or right to left, whichever. And just go side to side and think about keeping the feet grounded, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, and drawing those ribs away from the hips. So just feel into that side to side, warming the move up. And then the next time you're over to the right, stay here, press through that left foot. Come up just a little bit and maybe deepen. See how that feels. Come up a little bit and deepen and take it up and over to the left. Stay here, press through the right foot, take it up and deepen, take it up and deepen, take it up and deepen. Stay here, take it up. We're going to release the arms now as we go to the right. Left arm up, right arm down. Come up and right arm up, left arm down as we tilt to the left. And come up, back over to the right, reaching up with the left, down with the right. Take your gaze to your left hand, down to the right, up to the left, come up and over, open as you tilt, look up, right, down left, up right, arms overhead. Now take your feet mat with distance apart with the toes out, bend the knees and just fold forward. So come into just a gentle fold and just move around a little bit. Just release anything that feels like it wants to let go a little bit right now. Nod your head yes and no, and come back to yes. And then float those arms out and up as you straighten your legs. Bring your palms to touch and bring your hands to heart center. And bring your hands to your hips. Leave your legs where they are. We're going to start some twisting. So we'll take the left arm up and over to the right. Now turn to the right and bend both knees. Take it up and spin that right arm over to the left and bend both knees. And go to the right. And just go ahead and keep doing this at whatever pace happens to work for you. So it can be a little bit of a balance challenge too, because we've got the back heel lifted. The next time you're over to the right, stay there. We'll all get back together on the right. So that right arm is long out from the shoulder. Both knees are bent. We're taking it down and up, and down and up, down and up. Now down and hold, and take it up and over to the left. Stay here. Take it down and up, down and up, down and up, down and hold, and take it up, back to center, heel toe, and shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right, we are going to be holding our dogs tonight for 5 breaths, okay? And we're just going to play with them a little bit. Right now, let's just come to the top of the mat here. Find those feet hip-width distance apart. Inhale and exhale here. So think about your feet being very grounded, good alignment here. Inhale and exhale, float those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift, fingertips down. These first 2 dogs we're not going to hold for 5 breaths. We're just going to play a little bit with them. Walk your feet back, step your feet back to down dog. Inhale and exhale. And let's go ahead and walk the dog. Press one heel and then the other. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. Now we're just going to, for a change, walk the hands back to the feet. Just walk your hands back to your feet. And then float the arms out and up. Touch your palms, inhale. Exhale, fold. And walk forward back to downward facing dog. We're back in dog. And this time we'll walk the feet to the hands. Take a half lift, forward fold, float the arms out and up, and take it back down. Exhale, and walk back to down dog. So we're walking the feet away from the hands here. And bring the knees down. Sit off to the side and find seated mountain pose. Nice and even. 2 sit bones, 2 heels. And shake things out. All right. Down dogs are a really good way to warm up, but the main purpose of that was to explore taking the hands to the feet and then the feet to the hands. Okay, so let's sit up nice and tall in mountain pose here. And bring your hands to your heart. This is a great time to set an intention for whatever period of time. It could be your practice, your evening, your week, your life. And it doesn't have to be big. One night, my intention was to make sure my feet get all the way to my hands when I walk them up from down dog, because I noticed that I wasn't. And that has really worked. I think about that a lot now as I go through my practice. So it could be something really simple. Could be as much as you want. And think if there's anything that you need to let go of to help that intention come to light for you. What I had to let go of at that time was turning around to look at you guys as I was coming forward in my down dog. Now let's inhale those fingertips up. Whatever it is you're letting go of, release it. Fingertips gently tap down. And then turn your palms out. Draw energy up from the earth. Touch your palms. And draw that energy to your heart to feed your intention. And let's shake things out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we do a lot of core work, obviously, and we want to make sure that we're engaging the core enough when we do it, right? So let's come down to the earth here, and we're just going to pay attention as we take the right leg up, left foot is on the mat, flex the right foot, and start to draw it toward the earth. So notice as the right leg lowers, what is happening to your core. So even if you're seated and you start out with a 90-degree angle, same thing here, notice what's going on. Now point your toe and slowly lift. Lift back up. Notice what happens as the leg gets higher. And bring it down. So typically, the lower the leg, the more work the core has to do. Let's see if you can feel that on the left. Take your left leg straight up, flex your foot, and slowly lower that heel, just paying attention. When does your core really kick in, and what happens as you stay here now with that heel hovering just above the mat? Point the toe. Now what happens as you slowly take that leg back up? And bring the foot down. Inhale and exhale. So now we're going to just scissor the legs up and down. So let's take those legs up, just remembering how low we want to go, how things release when we get higher. So we'll start by taking the right leg down with the foot flexed. Now flex your left foot, point your right toes, and scissor those legs as the right leg comes up. The left leg is coming down. Point your left toes, flex your right foot. As the right leg comes down, the left leg is coming up. Ooh, this is harder than it sounds, isn't it? Point your right toes, flex your left foot. Legs crisscross in midair, and Point your left toes, flex, are we right? Yeah, flex your right heel, left leg up, right leg down. Flex your right foot, point your left toes, right foot up, left foot down. And flex your, point your left toes, flex your right foot down. This is our last one. We're coming up on the right, down on the left. Now slowly lower your right leg and bring your left leg up until they're joined in the middle. And then bring your knees in and rock from side to side. Raise a leg if you felt that. Could you feel that? Yeah. So part of it was because it was a long leg extension, which is very challenging. Another part was the slowness with which we approached it. So let's go ahead and see what happens on the oblique side, right? So what we're going to start with here is the legs up, and slowly observe as the right leg comes out to the right. If this bothers your back, just bend your right knee, but keep your left leg pointing straight up, take your right leg out to the right, and come back in. Did any muscles have to work to do that? Keep your right leg up, take your left leg out. And slowly come back up. Notice what's happening here. We're going back open to the right, nice and slow. And slowly take it back up. And now we're taking it open to the left. And slowly take it back up. Bring it in and rock side to side. So we felt those muscles working there, right? And at the lower the leg got, of course, the harder the obliques had to work. Okay, so let's just pay attention to that part of it, and we'll do a double leg opening. We're going to take both legs up, heels together, toes out. This time sit on your hands because we're opening both legs. And we're going to slowly, slowly, slowly open those legs. See at what point you really start to feel this in your core. And then slowly, slowly, slowly draw those legs back up. Are you starting to feel any relief as the heels come back together? Let's do that just one more time. Open, open, open. And in, in, in. All right, bring your feet to the mat, hands by your side. Butterfly those knees. Inhale and exhale. We're going to stretch the arms and the legs long. Point the toes, reach, reach, reach. And bring your feet to the mat, hands down by your side. And rock side to side. Whew. All right, and speaking of rocking, we're going to rock the baby for our hip opener. So you can roll over to your side and come to seated. You can cross at the feet and come up and then extend your legs. Okay, so however you want to, we're in seated mountain pose. Inhale and exhale with a nice long spine here. All right, so starting rock the baby on the right. The left leg is long. Take your right foot in your left hand. Sit up nice and tall and rock side to side. This is just the leg, not the torso. Now take that right ankle across your left thigh. Support yourself with your hands and draw your left foot in. With your right foot flexed, the legs go side to side. Now let that right foot come all the way over to the left and then move it in front of your left shin. Square off your hips. Okay, we're going to hold on to the outside of the right calf with the left hand. Right arm up and back. Long spine, inhale. Twist to the right. The twist is coming from the waist. It's not coming from your left arm, right? Lengthen. Breathe a little deeper. Turn your gaze to your right shoulder. And release. All right, so we're going to do that one more time. If you feel like you want to take your left elbow to the right, do that this time. You can start with your left arm up and inhale really long, or you can do what we just did. Twist to the right and come into your twist. The important thing here is the spine is straight, right? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Gaze towards your right shoulder. Turn your gaze left. Turn your gaze right. And release. Now bring your right arm inside of your right leg. Resist. Press the arm into the leg into the arm. Resist, resist, resist. And let it go. One more time. Resist, resist, resist. And let it go. Now take your right foot outside of your left thigh. Sit up nice and tall here. And hug your right knee in towards you. So it's not a twist. It's a lengthening of your IT band here. And release. Unwind those legs, shake them out. Same thing on the left. The right leg is long and straight. Take your left foot in your right hand and rock your baby. Now take that left ankle across the right thigh. Support yourself with your hands. Bring your right foot in and let the legs move side to side, side to side. Let that left foot come all the way over and in front of the right shin so that we can be even on the sit bones, sitting up nice and tall for our twist. Right hand outside the left calf, left arm up and over, long spine, twist to the left. Inhale, maybe twist a little deeper, gaze toward your left shoulder. And unwind. You can do it that way again, or take your right arm up, long spine, twist to the left, elbow someplace on the left leg, right elbow. And twist with a long spine, inhale, long spine. Take your gaze to the left, to the right, to the left. And unwind, left arm inside of the left leg. Resist, resist, resist. Let it go. And again. Press. Leg into arm, arm into leg. And shake it out. Now we're going to take this left foot to the outside of the right thigh, sitting up nice and tall here. Wrap your right arm around your left leg and draw it in towards you. And release. Two legs straight. Give them a nice little shake. Inhale and exhale. We're going to come to hands and knees. So make sure you have enough padding for your knees. If you don't want to be on your knees, you can do this with your hands on a chair or your hands on the wall. So we're going to do bird dog. This is the first of the poses that we'll be holding for 5 breaths. So let's get ready. We're nice and even on our hands and knees or our other surface that we chose. Take that right leg up to hip height. Square off those hips. So our first breath, and then we take the left arm by the ear. Our first breath lands us in bird dog. Now we're going to look around and make sure that we feel that extension. The hip points are facing straight to the mat. We're not dropping the head or looking forward. And now we're going to spend 3 more breaths here, trying to be easeful. And when we bring the hand and knee back down, let's get them to the mat at the exact same time. There it is. All right, left leg, right arm. Our first breath takes us into the posture. Our second breath, we're looking around. Okay, we want our head in line with our arm. We don't want to be looking up or down. We don't want the hips to open. We're breathing, we're feeling long and spacious here, and we take 3 breaths. And when we bring the hand and knee back down, they touch the mat at the exact same time, and child's pose. We're going to make our way to downward facing dog here. This will be one of our 5 breath dogs. So come into down dog. Now take your second breath to look around inside your dog. Is anything grippy, out of balance, uncomfortable? Make any adjustments to your dog, and then 3 breaths enjoying it. And then any journey that you like right now, bringing your feet to your hands. When you get there, take a half lift, fold and float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. And find yourself back in mountain pose, inhaling and exhaling. All right. Shake it out. We're going to take a little break before we do our sun salutations, since we have spent so much time in dog already. Okay, so before we go into sun salutations, we're going to do a tree, and we're going to do 5 breath hold in the tree. So be near something if you want. Okay, so 5 breaths doesn't mean you have to stand and you can't move, but we will be there for 5 breaths. So let's just start out finding a drishti. Find your feet hip-width distance apart, hands to the hips. Take your right heel up, turn your knee out, and kickstand your heel. Now, when you turn your knee out, that does not mean bring your hips across to the side, right? So the knee might not go very far, but your hips are still facing forward. And if you're feeling like it will work for you, go ahead and bring your foot to your leg and your hands to your heart. So find a tree. This is just our first test tree. And we release. Shake it out. Same thing on the left. Okay, so we're just getting a feel for where our balance is right now. Find your drishti, heel up, knee out. The hips are still forward. Foot to the leg perhaps, hands to the heart. And you know you can do any, you can be holding on to something. You can have your foot on the mat and release. All right, so now we're going to come into a tree. Work your way into tree, so take 1 breath to get there. When you get there, Set your mind around your tree. Are my shoulders over my hips? Am I maybe leaning to one side? What's going on in my tree? Is anything feeling grippy? How are my toes on my left foot? Are they grippy? And now just spend 3 breaths in whatever tree you've landed in. And release. All right. Same thing on the other side. Bring yourself to tree. That will be your first breath, no matter how long it takes you to get there. Then in your second breath, observe all around in your tree. Does anything need to loosen up? Does anything need to straighten up? And spend 3 breaths in your tree. And then release when you're ready. All right, so think about your most comfortable spot that you were in that whole tree, and try and go back there on the right. And then just breathe into that stillness of tree. And release. And then your other side. And release, shake it out. Okay. All right, so let's just move around a little bit and get ready for our sun salutations. All right, so we'll add a little twist to our sun salutation because we can. Let's take those feet hip-width distance apart. Find mountain pose. Just envision everything lining up. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift, fingertips down. Lunge back with your right leg. So we're in a nice lunge, knee over ankle, move around. Bring your right hand down and sweep open to the left. Bring your left hand down and find your plank. So you can be knee up or knee down plank. And then chaturanga. All right, we're going to do a nice sphinx to open the front body here. So bring your elbows under your shoulders. Your forearms are flat on the mat. Your hands are flat on the mat. Shine your heart forward. Your gaze is straight forward. It's not up. It's not down. Straight forward. Feel that long line of energy and openness all the way to your pelvis here. And release. All right, here we go. Down dog. First breath is going to get you there. Second breath, you look around. Let's go. Down dog. We're in our dog. Looking around, seeing if anything needs to loosen up or rebalance or lengthen. And when you get to a real happy down dog, take 3 nice breaths here. And then when you're done, journey your feet to your hands. Take a half lift, forward fold, float the arms out and up, palms touch. Now your hands are just going to come through heart center. Take it back down, fold, half lift, Fingertips down, step back, left lunge. Left hand stays down, open to the right. Right hand comes down, find your plank. And chaturanga. And let's go back into that Sphinx here. The elbows are right under the shoulders. Heart shining forward. Toes are pointing behind. Inhale and exhale. And release. It's a good moment to just release that spine a bit. So bend those knees, make a pillow with your hands, rest your forehead, and let your knees sway side to side. All right, feet down. We're going back into down dog. Breath 1. We come to dog. Breath 2, we make any adjustments. And then 3 breaths to enjoy the energy of down dog. And when you're ready, journey yourself forward to your hands. Half lift, forward fold, float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. Whew. And shake things out. All right, so let's work on a 5 breath hold in our warrior 2. So take your legs warrior 2 wide. We're turning the right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle. We're setting everything up. The pelvis is level. Right knee is over the right ankle, shoulders over hips. Arms in line with the shoulders. Gazing past the fingertips, we'll call that breath 1. Now breath 2, look around in your warrior 2. Nice and grounded from the waist down, spacious and light from the waist up. Everything feels balanced, nothing feels tight. And gaze past your right fingertips, 3 more breaths. Now let's take this to a side angle. So bend your right elbow, bring it gently to your thigh, and take your left arm up. Now if you like, you can take your left arm by your ear instead of straight up, and extend your right arm forward to make sure that you're not leaning into your forearm. We're in side angle here. First breath, we're here. Second breath, this is not such a familiar place to be, so look around, see what you need to do to get comfortable. And now 3 more breaths. And then lift back into your warrior 2, hands to the hips. Turn all 10 toes forward. Bring your index fingers into your hip creases. Keep your hips over your ankles and fold forward. Only go as far as you want to in your forward folds. So when you get to your stopping point, just put your hands behind your legs, or you might be closer to your feet. Wrap your peace sign fingers around your big toes. Take a nice breath. Release into your forward fold. And now bring your hands to your hips, come halfway up. Press through the feet, come the rest of the way up. All right, do your legs want a break? Give them a break. And then come back, wide legs, left toes turning left, facing to the left for warrior two. Bend that left knee over the ankle, level off the pelvis, shoulders over hips, arms extend. Gaze to the left. That was breath one. Breath two. Any gripping, any release necessary? Are your shoulders up? Everything good with your warrior two? Breathe here. Now coming into that side angle, go ahead and bend your left elbow, come into side angle. You can take that right arm over your ear, extend your left arm forward. That was breath one. Now look around, get comfortable here, and take 3 more breaths. And then float back up to downward facing, warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips, turn your toes out, and just melt forward and just let go. Whatever you want to do here, move around, ragdoll it out. Keep your hands on your thighs or let them hang. Hold your elbows, whatever feels good to you. Nod your head, yes and no. Coming back to yes. Bring your hands to your thighs. Come halfway up. Take a couple of breaths here. And then slowly start to come up as you straighten your legs. Heel toe together. And shake things out. All right. Take any final movements that you want to make while we're here. Grab your block. We're going to do a supported back bend. Have your block near your mat and find mountain pose at the top of your mat. Inhale, float those arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift, fingers down. If you want to go through a vinyasa, go ahead. Otherwise, just step back to down dog. When you get to down dog, think about it. Did it feel like the dogs that you held? Were you able to release things on your way to down dog? And then just take your knees side to side, knees to one side, hips to the other. Little releasing there. Bring your knees down. And seated mountain pose. Just join us when you're done. So we're going to ease into our seated forward fold here. Okay, think about like a caterpillar, how they arch their back and then they extend themselves. So that's what we're thinking about here. Bend your knees. Start to bring your chest closer to your thighs here. And put your hands on your knees. And then try and keep your chest close to your thighs as you extend the legs and start to melt into a forward fold. Let those hands start to travel down the legs. You might not even straighten your legs here. You might just stay with knees bent. Just ease into this forward fold wherever it goes for you. And then start to bring your legs back in. Hands up your legs. Your thighs are getting close to your chest again. And one more time, we're going to extend, easing into the forward fold, and then easing out of it. All right, let's extend those legs and give them a nice crazy shake. Inhale and exhale. Grab your block. Come on down. And slide your block under your hips. We're on the lowest edge here. And this is a great place to stay in the supported back bend if you like. If you feel like you want to go deeper, you could turn your block to its second edge. If you have a super flexible back, you might even turn your block to its third edge. We're just going to settle in right here. And if you are on your third edge, come back to your second. If you're on your second, come back to your first. Hands down by your side. Okay, so we're all on the first edge of our block. If you're not comfortable on the block, you can come off at any time. We're going to take the legs up for Viparita Karani. So start with your knees bent, 2 legs up. Now, if this makes you feel like you've got too much blood flowing to your head, just bring your feet back down and continue to stay in supported bridge. If you feel like taking your legs straight up would be a good idea for you, come into Viparita Karani. So what we're doing, even in a supported back bend, is we're allowing the blood to flow in the opposite direction that it goes most of the time, right? So we're getting increased blood flow to the brain. We're getting smarter by the second. And before we can be too smart, we better start to come out of this slowly, bringing the feet back down. And then slowly coming off the block, settling the spine, put the block off to the side. We're not going to move the spine for a moment here, so go ahead and bend your elbows and wiggle those fingers. Open and close them. Rotate the wrists, just to give the spine time to settle out. And then bring your hands down by your side. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take that right knee in, hold on to the right shin or hamstring, and point and flex the right foot. Circle that ankle one direction and the other. And switch legs, left knees in, holding shin or hamstring, point and flex. Circle, circle the other way. And bring those feet down. Go ahead and butterfly those knees. Inhale and exhale. Extend the arms and legs long. Point the toes. Inhale, and as you exhale, draw your knees in. Now hold on under the knees. Put space in between your legs and go ahead and massage your spine side to side here. All right, going for happy baby this time. Extend long arms, long legs. Inhale, exhale. Happy baby. And get that hip opening in happy baby, right? As your knees come towards your armpits. And also the spinal massage as you rock side to side. Maybe you extend one leg and then the other as you rock. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Extend your right leg. Bring it in, extend your left leg. Bring it in, extend both legs. Bring them in and bring your feet to the mat. You can be in Supta Baddha Konasana here. If that's not comfortable for you, then just bring your knees up. Put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And just observe, internally observe what's going on in there. How's your breath moving? Now slowly release your hands to your side. Bring your knees up with your feet on the mat here. Take a couple of breaths. We'll take a nice long stretch again. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to your knees and we're going to make some circles here. Press away to the right, in and to the left. Circle around. Pause and circle the other way. Okay, bring your feet down. Let your head move side to side. And then come back to center. Scan your body. See if there's any final moves or adjustments that you need to make. We're going to be moving into our final relaxation position. So your legs could be straight, your knees could be bent. You might have your legs up on a chair or the edge of a bed, or however you want to be here. Scan your body, release everything. Get nice and even, all the points of contact. Evenly distribute your weight. Inhale through the nose. And as you slowly exhale into final relaxation, just let go.
Exercise ring closed.
Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, stretch. Exhale, draw in. Find your way over to a side. And come on back up to a nice easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.